my name is Brenda and welcome to Yoga Calm. I'm going to call this practice today Patience, Peace, and Appreciation. So talk a little bit about where we're at. So this will be the last video for the month of March, but I'm making it on the first day of spring, March 20th. And it's been a whole year since the pandemic took effect, and I know sometimes we don't really want to hear about it, but I want to talk about it briefly before we start our yoga calm practice today. And if anything, I think that it has tried our patience, the pandemic. It also has given a lot of us more patience. I know myself. If you would have asked me a year ago if I could have done or not done the things that I've done in the past year, I would have said, "You're crazy. I can't do that." But I've been able to, so I'm extremely appreciative of the pandemic teaching me more patience. And then I also want to talk about a little bit about peace in the sense of what yoga does for me, and I hope it does for you. So not only does it allow me to move better and to feel better, I can't tell you how much that is, but it also brings peace and calmness. So I almost said palmness, like the tree behind me here, almost a tree it looks like. But anyway, enough of that. So again, welcome to Yoga Calm, patience, peace, and appreciation for situations that we're in and what they've taught us. So sitting in easy seated pose, we're going to place one heel in front of the other or cross the ankles. So I always say you can crisscross your ankles. You can have one or both legs out in front. And then just let the knees fall down. Over time, we're trying to get the knees to be able to be relaxed enough so they fall down towards the mat, so as the hips loosen. And then just close your eyes. Let's do one big exhalation. You can think about a big sigh. And bringing our attention, our thoughts, our focus to our breath. Inhaling, the stomach rises, the ribs expand, the lungs fill, so belly breathing. And then slowly exhale. Think about the ribs gliding down and in towards the pelvis as we blow all the air out. So continuing to try to slow our breath just a little, the in and the out. Belly breathing bigger and chest breathing smaller. And taking one more slow belly breath here, please. Opening the eyes, bringing our hands to heart center for chest and back opener. Draw the forearms together as we lift up through the center, reach for the side walls, and then exhale as the hands and forearms come back together. Trying to keep the spine still as we do the arm movement. Again, chest and back opener sitting tall on the front edge of our block. Energy going up. Now let's do one more. And then let's reverse it. Come down through the center. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And let's do one more. And then lateral flexion, side to side. So the right hand goes close to the hip, and then the left arm reaches over the top, and then we just reverse it. So as we go to the side, you can bend the elbow. You don't have to keep the arms straight. Really reach through the fingertips and try to keep the weight even on the sit bones as we go from side to side. And then holding to one side if you wish. Inhale, and exhale, reverse it. Inhale and exhale, rise. Seated twist to the right, right hand close to the glute, left hand on the outside of our thigh. Inhale, sit tall, so patience. And then exhale, gently rotate from the bottom up. Easy seated twist. So as we do our yoga practice, I encourage you to be patient and try not to rush into the poses. Inhale and exhale, derotate from the bottom up, head comes center last, changing sides. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, rotate. Try to continue to belly breathe. Excuse me, little frog. Inhale and exhale, derotate, come back center. Let's put the opposite foot in front or on top. And let the knees fall open, draw the shoulders over the hips. And once more, right hand close to the glute, left hand on the outside of our thigh. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, rotate. Easy seated twist. Try not to force a pose, a stretch. Inhale and exhale, derotate, come back center, once more to the left. Inhale, get really tall, energy up, exhale, rotate. Continue to let the legs relax, the knees fall down. Inhale and exhale, derotate, come center. Good job. Let's bring the soles of our feet together for our cobbler's pose. So just grab the toes. I like to grab the big toes. Just wrap the fingers around them. You can grab your feet, the ankles. We're just doing our butterfly bounce. And then release the butterfly. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips. So leading with the chest, the heart, the head's in line with the spine. Imagine that you're coming forward with a flat back. Try not to round or hunch the shoulders. If you want, apply gentle pressure to the inside of the legs. Again, gentle. Inhale and exhale, lift up, and then butterfly one more time. And then release the butterfly. Inhale, sit a little taller. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips in our cobbler pose. Trying to get the knees to melt down towards our mat over time. Again, as the hips loosen. As we exhale, apply gentle pressure if you choose. So again, gentle, not creating any discomfort. It should be gentle, pleasant stretch. Inhale and exhale, rise up. Great job. Come off our blocks. And then we're going to come to hands and knees. And we're going to do our cat-cow. So just put the block off to the side. And then bring the hands so that the wrists are underneath the shoulders, not too far forward, and the knees are underneath the hips. So we keep the arms straight as we start in a neutral spine, and then exhale, cat. Drop the tailbone down to your mat. Hollow out the low belly like someone's trying to tickle you or put an ice cube on your belly button. Round your back and then let your head hang last. Look between your legs. Inhale, cow, tailbone tilts up. Our sitting bones open as we round our spine down towards the mat. We draw the shoulders down and in, the chest or the heart reaches forward and the head comes up. So the back and forth cat-cow. Pretend like you got a marble and you're going to roll it up and down your spine. So our arms stay straight as we go from cat to cow. All the movement done with our spine. Again, patience. The slower we go with this, the better it is for us. We try to get those little muscles in between each vertebra to become more mobile and active. So I like to say that our spine starts to move one vertebra at a time and not in chunks. And after you've finished your next cow pose, return to a neutral spine. Draw your big toes together and push back. into extended child. So we're trying to get the hips to rest on the heels. Our knees can be wide or narrow or together. The block can go between the hips and the heels for a little lift, a little support, or underneath the forehead in front. Think about breathing into the back of the ribs. When you're ready, try to relax the shoulders just a little bit more. Extended child's pose, a calming pose. And then draw the hands underneath the shoulders. Lightly tuck the chin in. Let's roll ourselves up, stacking our spine. One vertebra at a time again, coming into our diamond pose. Nice job. Let's come back to hands and knees, and we're going to do our spinal balance, our bird dog. So we're going to extend our right leg long. We're going to flex the foot. Hopefully you don't have a couch in your way. And then I'm going to use it for a little prop. Sorry about that. Left arm reaches. So our hips are level. We're pushing the floor away. Good. Return the hand and knee to the mat. Exhale, left leg lifts. Flex the foot. If you want more, right arm reaches, bicep next to the ear, thumb up over time. And then return the hand and knee to the mat. Nice job. Walking out into your plank pose. So we can stand on hands and knees or hands and toes. You can always do a little of each. So again, make sure the hands aren't too far in front of the shoulders. You want to be right underneath the shoulder joint. Inhale and exhale, down dog. So hips up and back. So we're making an upside down V with our body. We're letting our arms frame our head like a picture. And we can walk our feet. I call walk the dog. So down dog heaven. If you haven't done that one, I hope you go and search for it. So another yoga calm, down dog heaven. One more breath here. Good. Inhale up on the toes. Exhale, shift forward into your plank. Again, hands and knees or hands and toes. And then lower the knees to the mat if they're not already there. And then roll on down. Hips, ribs, chest, chin, and forehead. Preparing for half cobra. So hands underneath the shoulders, elbows hug our ribs. So keep them in. Inhale. And exhale. Sweep the crown of the head forward to the wall in front of you. You want to keep the feet down. Try not to let them pop up. And then try to rise and fall with a belly breath. So I always say if that's challenging for you to rise and fall with a breath, lower yourself an inch or two and then try it again. Inhale, half cobra. And exhale, return to your mat. Good job. Dig the feet in hip distance apart. Inhale. And exhale, push up to your plank. And then into down dog. So hips up and back again. Tailbone to the ceiling. Think about dropping the ribs towards the hips as we press the front of our thighs to the back of them just as strong as we can. Big hands, starfish hands. Nice. Keep breathing slow and steady. Inhale up on the toes. Exhale, come forward into our plank. Lower the body as one unit. Top of the feet flat, elbows hug the ribs. Inhale and exhale, half cobra. If you wish, sweep your hands around by your thighs, fingers reaching for the outside of our ankles. Again, trying to rise and fall with a belly breath. Inhale. And exhale, return to the mat. Hands underneath the shoulders. Push back into extended child one more time. So big toes together again, knees wide on your mat or narrow. Always your choice. So whatever allows you to get deeper into the posture and be comfortable in it is what we're searching for in extended child's pose. Now draw the hands underneath the shoulders.
Try to keep the hips and the heels connected, lightly tuck the chin in. Let's roll up again, stack the spine, one vertebra at a time. Returning to seated diamond. Great job. Let's go ahead and bow forward, hands come to the mat. We're going to dig the toes in and roll back and balance in our low chair. So we can stay connected to the mat. We can also bring our hands to our thighs. Over time, we're going to bring our shoulders in line with our hips, so like we're up against a wall. We can gently brace. That helps us engage the core. So we lightly push the hands together. We're going to counterbalance arms in front too. So as we do this, we're stretching out the soles of our feet and working on our balance. Hands back to heart center. Inhale and exhale, drive up to standing. And then let's lower the heels to our mat. Nice work. Coming into the center of our mat, facing the front, we'll line up in our mountain, our Tadasana. So we're going to bring the big toes so they're straight across, the outside edges of our feet so they're parallel with each other. And then try to pick up the toes and spread them, set them down on the mat. Rotate the inner thighs to the outside just a little. That opens up the hips and it makes sure we're engaging our gluteal muscles. Shoulders up, back, and down. Relaxed at the sternum. And now think energy up through the crown of the head. So everything going up and then closing your eyes. That challenges our balance even more. So we're trying to, over time, improve our plumb line so that the muscles and the joints work and play together a little bit better. And then open the eyes. And let's go into triangle. So we're going to bend the knees. You can jump. So I'll start to teach you how to jump if you've already not been doing it. So you can start with just little bitty jumps. Or you can jump once and then just walk the rest of the way out. Or never jump at all. So sometimes it just depends on what type of floor you're on, whether you should or you want to jump. So right foot turns out 90 degrees, left foot turns in at 20 degrees. The front heel is in line with the back arch. Arms go up to T. We're going to slide the ribs to the right and push the left hip out, and then cartwheel over into our triangle. The palms of the hands face the front, unless that hurts a shoulder, a wrist, an elbow, some type of joint. Good. We're looking for a straight line, right shoulder, left wrist, whether we're high or low. So it doesn't matter what's happening with this right arm. The shoulder, yes, but the arm, no. If you wish, gaze up towards the extended hand. Good. Bring the gaze front. Inhale and exhale, drive through the back foot to come up. Arms stay up as we change sides. So doing our triangle, our Trikonasana to the left. Left foot out 90, right foot in 20. Going to slide the ribs to our left, push the right hip out, and then cartwheel over into your triangle. So left shoulder, right shoulder, wrist, elbow, whether we're high or low. So shoulders and hips in the same plane like we're up against a wall. I also reference being a piece of toast. So straight up and down in the toaster so you don't burn the front or the back of your body. And then if you wish, gaze up towards the extended hand. Remember, that's always an option, just like everything else in our practice. Bring the gaze center. Inhale and exhale, drive through the back foot to come up. Arms come on down as we change sides. So right foot out 90, left foot in 20. Hug the thigh bones, so engage the quadriceps. Slide the ribs to the right and cartwheel over. Good. Relax the left shoulder blade, so try not to reach. If you choose, left arm goes over the top, reaching for the side wall. So we're stretching out the side body here a little differently. So lateral flexion of the spine. Left arm extends. If you wish, gaze up towards the hand. Remember, your head doesn't have to turn all the way. It can just turn part way. And then bring the gaze center. Inhale. And exhale, drive through the back foot to come up. Arms stay up. Feel free to take them down for a little break if you'd like. Left foot out 90, right foot in 20. Give the thigh bones a hug again. And then slide it out. Cartwheel over. Relax that right shoulder blade. Again, try not to elevate it. Good. If you choose, reach the right arm for the side wall. Really press the outside of the right foot into the mat and lift the arch of it. Good. Top arm lifts. If you choose, gaze up towards the hand. Relax the facial muscles a little more, including the mouth. Bring the gaze center, inhale, and exhale, drive through the back foot to come up. Both feet point straight ahead. Bend the knees, step or jump back together. So remember, you can just jump a little, and a little more, and a little more, or none at all. So I call them baby jumps. So we're going to start grounded on our right foot for our balancing tree. Remember, you can come off your mat if you wish. Our left big toe is like a kickstand, so it can stay grounded, or we can bring the kickstand up. So touch and go, trying to bring the foot on the inside of the leg over time and not wrapping around the front. But again, we're going to be patient with our bodies, and then growing branches of choice. So lots of options. You can be creative. This is cactus, Y, or completion. May waver as your body finds its place in space. And then hands come back to heart center, gently bracing, and return the left foot to the mat. Gently brace again. Get the kickstand out on the right side. And then when you're ready, pick it up or slide it up. Again, place it on the inside of the leg, heel above or below the knee, not right on it. I want to protect it. Growing branches of choice. Growing our tree. Good. Hands come back to heart center and release the right foot. Returning to our mat if we're off. And we're going to get ready for our side angle. So we're going to bend the knees. And we're going to do baby jumps. And then walk maybe the rest of the way out. So right foot out 90 degrees. Right heel in line with the arch of the left. Left foot turned in 20. Thigh bones are hugged. So hug the femurs. Bend the front knee up to 90 and then windmill over. So the hand comes to the muscle, not the knee, or the forearm comes to the muscle. Looking for a straight line, left ankle, left knee, left hip, ribs, shoulder. Over time, we've added the arm. So extended side angle. Again, nice diagonal line. Try not to have any humps in the middle. Again, that takes time, so patience, appreciation. Legs stay still. Inhale and exhale, reverse the warrior. Gaze to the side wall or up towards the extended hand. So again, think energy going up. So think long with the spine. Try not to push down, but lift up. Inhale and exhale, side angle back over. Hand or muscle, the forearm to the muscle. Again, avoid the knee. Growing the top arm, position of choice. You can always stay right here. Keeping the arches of both feet lifted. Inhale and exhale, drive through the back foot to come up. Arms come on down as we change sides. So left foot out 90, right foot in 20. Hug the femurs, so the thigh bones. Float the arms, relax the shoulders. Bend the front knee, the left knee up to 90. And then windmill over. Again, hand or forearm to the muscle. Avoid the knee, please. Looking from the straight line, right ankle, right knee, right hip, ribs, and shoulder. Over time, wrist and elbow. Palm faces down, unless, again, that hurts a joint. Good. Lift the arches of both feet just a little bit more, especially if your feet like to roll in. Inhale and exhale, reverse the warrior. Gaze to the side wall or up. Inhale and exhale, side angle back over. Hand or forearm to the muscle. Trying to get that 90-degree bend in the front knee over time. It takes a while to get there. Inhale and exhale, drive through the back foot to come up. Arms come on down as we change sides. So right foot out 90 again, left foot in 20, hugging our thigh bones. Energy through the fingertips. Inhale, bend up to 90. Exhale, windmill over. Nice job. Think about stretching the mat with our feet. Low belly is snug, so pull it up and in. Help it support the low back, the pelvis. Inhale and exhale, reverse our warrior. Heart lifting. Inhale and exhale, side angle. Keeping our breath slow and steady. Inhale and exhale, drive through the back foot to come up. Arms can stay up or go down as we go to side angle one more time. So left foot out, right foot in, hugging our thigh bones. Bending the left knee up to 90. Windmill over when we're ready. Placing the right arm where we wish, where we need it today. What works for us. Arch is lifted, low belly snug. Good. Inhale and exhale, reverse the warrior. Heart lifting again. Inhale and exhale, side angle, back up and over. Nice work. Pushing the forearm into the thigh and resisting with the thigh. So we're not just leaning on it, the muscles are active. Inhale and exhale, drive through the back foot to come up. Both feet point straight ahead. Bend the knee, step or jump the feet back together. Nice job. From here, going into chair. So I'm going to turn to the side so it's a little easier to see me. So feet about hip distance apart today. Gently brace at heart center. Inhale and exhale, sit back into your chair. So hips go back like you're reaching for a chair, like you're trying to find a chair that's back there, all right? And then you can grow your arms. So as we are in our chair, we want to make sure we have a neutral spine. So try not to overarch the low back because that'll hurt over time if it already doesn't hurt the first time you do it. So think about dropping the tailbone, pulling the low belly in to make sure we're not overarching the low back. So there should be a small lumbar curve there. And if you kind of wonder if you are overarching it, so if you feel pain or what I call pressure back there, you probably are. So drop that tailbone down, pull the low belly up and in a minute pelvic tilt to take any excessive lumbar extension out. So arms an option. They can always be at heart center. You can even rest on your thighs. Inhale and exhale, drive all the way up to standing. Nice job. We're going to take the hands behind us and just lift the hands up. So interlock the hands, a little shoulder stretch here. And then bring them down, hands back to heart center. Inhale and exhale, sit back into chair one more time, please. So again, like you're reaching for a chair with your bottom. Growing arms of choice. And then double checking that alignment, making sure we're not overarching our low back. So adjusting with a small pelvic tilt if needed. Strong chair. Feel free to sink into it a little more if you want. Hands to heart center, inhale, and exhale, drive up to standing. Nice job. Let's go ahead and turn and face the front. Bringing your block out in front if you have one. And then we're going to spread our legs wide. Toes are going to be turned out. We're going to have the block with us. And we're going to bend the right knee. So this time hips will go back, chest will go forward. I just want to make sure that our head is above our heart and our hips. So we don't want to be here in the position. We can use our block for support if needed. Just want to make sure, again, head and heart are above the hips. So we're stretching out the inner thigh. Most of us will probably feel it on our left side there. If not, maybe spread your legs a little wider. If not, just be happy that you're not tight there. And then take your block with you, go to the other side, again, with or without the block. Again, toes are turned down on both feet, hips back, head up. And then go back over to the right again. Remember, you can always stay in a pose longer if you want, as always. And then back to the left. One more time, pretty please. Breathing into the tight spots. And then take your block with you. Come center. Toes are still turned out. Hips are down. Bring one hand to each thigh. Inhale and exhale. Lift up the torso, the trunk. So go ahead and step or jump the feet back together. And we're going to prepare to lower. So you can go ahead and put the block behind your mat again. And we're going to come to the short edge of our mat. Feet can be staggered or parallel. We're going to roll up and balance on the balls of our feet. So a heel lift. The ankles may wiggle. And then slide down your imaginary wall. Good. Hands to heart center. Bow forward. Step, jump, or walk back into your plank. So same thing. You can just start with baby jumps or never jump at all. So inhale, plank. Knees or toes. Exhale, down dog. Let's walk our dog again. Pedal the feet. Good job. One more breath here. Inhale up on the toes. Exhale, lower the knees to the mat. Push back into extended child. So again, with or without the block. Block can go between the hips and the heels or underneath the forehead. Knees wide or narrow. Breathing into the back of the lungs again. Now let's draw the hands underneath the shoulders. Lightly tuck the chin and let's roll ourselves up. Once again, stacking the spine one vertebra at a time. Coming into our seated diamond. Nice work. Let's go ahead and find our way onto our backs. So we can roll over to the right hip. Bring the legs around in front. So same thing, we'll want our block behind us in case we want to use it as a pillow. And our stretch strap, remember my little trick is if you don't have a yoga strap, you can just take an old beach towel or an old big bath sheet and cut it. If you have pinking shears, that way it won't unravel, but if not, just use regular scissors. And then when you're ready, drape your chest over your thighs and let's roll on down one vertebra at a time. And then step the feet in one at a time. Let's bring our arms beside us. We're going to start with our bridge rolls. So again, working on the spine, trying to get it to move better so that we feel better and continue to move well. Inhale and exhale, pelvic tilt, and then peel the spine away from your mat, one vertebra at a time. So you're aiming your knees over your toes, weight heavy in the legs, the feet, and the glutes. So I like to tell people, reach back there every once in a while and touch your glutes, make sure they're engaged. If they're not, try to give them a little extra squeeze to make sure they're firing and supporting your bridge. And then roll on down, one vertebra at a time. Hollow out the low belly, tailbone touches last. Return to a neutral spine. Inhale, exhale, pelvic tilt, and then peeling up nice and slow. Again, being patient. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll down. Again, really slow. Hollow out the low belly. Try to get the tailbone to touch last. Return to a neutral spine. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, exhale, pelvic tilt, and then peel away. Inhale at the top, and exhale, roll on down. Again, hollow out the low belly when you get about to the waistline. Tailbone touches last, and return to a neutral spine. Circle the knees around into the chest. You can grab behind the thighs, you can grab the knees or the shins, and just rock side to side across your low back. So let your mat and your floor and the movement give your low back a massage. And then releasing the rock, letting one foot come to the mat at a time. And let's find our strap. So our stretch strap, our stretch towel, whatever we have. And then place it right below the ball of your right foot. So below the toes, avoid the arch, and then hands can be high on the strap or low. The advantage of being low is you can anchor your upper arms and you tend to not elevate your shoulders and hunch with the shoulders quite so much. It's easier to keep a long neck. There's a micro bend in the knee. This should be a pleasant stretch in the back of the leg. If not, let the leg go further away from you. So it's a gentle stretch, something you want to do. If we over tighten it, so like if the muscle starts to what I call shake, we've got too much tension in it, and we're actually counteracting what our goal is to make the leg more flexible. And then release the tension, so give a little back. And then when you're ready, put the stretch back on, toes to the nose, heel to the ceiling. Good. Release the tension slightly, and now we're going to do what I call a windshield wiper. So we're going to put the strap in the right hand, left arm out to the side, and we're just going to do a slow windshield wiper. It's a small car. So we're flossing the hamstring here at the base of the glute. So we're trying to get the hamstring to be mobile, not just statically, but dynamically, which is active. And now, go ahead and put the strap in the left hand, right arm out to your side, bring it all the way across your body, roll onto your left hip, the left outside of the hip. If you don't feel a stretch, bring your right leg up closer to your left shoulder. If it's too much, let it go further away. Just try not to let it rest on the mat, on the ground. Right shoulder stays connected to the mat. Good. So enjoy the stretch down the back and side of the right leg. Inhale and exhale, come back center. Release the strap and then slowly lower the right leg back down to our mat. Once it gets there, let the leg relax and then wiggle it out. I say wiggle from hip to toes, wave with the foot. And then stepping our right leg in. And now strap goes around the ball of the left foot. So again, right below the toes, avoid the arch, please. Hands high or low. Micro bend in the left knee. Again, a pleasant stretch in the back of the left leg. Then releasing the tension, give a little back. And when you're ready, exhale, put the gentle stretch back on. Toes to the nose, heel to the ceiling. And then release the tension slightly. Put the strap in the left hand, and we're going to do our little windshield wiper action. And when you're ready, put both ends of the strap in the right hand, left arm out to the side, and then roll over onto the right hip as we bring the left leg across the body, reaching through the heel, enjoying the stretch. Good. Inhale and exhale. Everything comes center. Release the strap, place it off to your side, and then slowly lower the left leg back to our mat. Once it gets there, let the leg relax, and then wiggle it out. So again, wave with your left foot. And now let's extend both legs long, the width of our mat, ankles fallen open. Remember, you can always have both knees bent if that feels better to you for any reason. The knees can even fall in and support each other. So finding your way onto your mat, and then let the arms come away from the side palms up. Let's wiggle the shoulders in our mat, trying to find that perfect spot to allow them to relax and sink into the mat just a little more. And then allow the hips to relax a little more, and the arms, and the legs, and the toes. Relaxing the facial muscles a little more, including the eyes and the mouth. Let's do one big sigh, one big exhalation. And now let's go back to belly breathing, increasing the length of the exhalation and inhalation just a little bit. And let's do one more slow belly breath together, please. Staying in relaxation pose longer if you wish. Or bring the soles of your feet together and the palms and the hands together and rub them back and forth. And then releasing, cupping the hands over the eyes. Circle the knees around into the chest. Open the eyes. Bring the hands to the knees. And we can roll to our right to come up to seated, or roll like a ball coming up on our third rock. So you just rock back and forth. And then finishing in our easy seated pose. Bringing our hands to heart center and namaste. Thank you for sharing your time with me. And again, yoga calm. So patience, and I appreciate your patience. You should appreciate your own patience, I should say, and peace. So hopefully the yoga calm, or whatever yoga you practice, gives you some peace, both physically and mentally. So again, namaste. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day or evening.